You know, I'm a competitor, so, you know, I can never feel satisfied, you know, after a loss, but, you know, I gave him my all. Like I said, this guy's a pound for pounder. This guy's a hell of a fighter, and, you know, I don't know how much longer he has at 135. He's big, he's rangy, he's just a good fighter, man. So I gave him all, my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears. I had a fantastic camp, no excuses, such a good camp, and, you know, made the sacrifice, made the discipline and dedication, you know, to win this fight. But, you know, it is what it is, and I hope Australia is proud, Greece is proud, and the world is proud, because, you know, we could have fought some easy fights, we could have milked it a bit, but, you know, we took the risk, and, you know, I'm proud of Devin, you know, I'm proud that he came here twice, and, you know, I wish him all the best in the future, and, you know, we did 24 rounds together, so, you know, all the best, and I hope he conquers for a long time, you know, he's still young.
George, do you feel like if you fought that fight against pretty much anyone else, you would have won? That Haney's just probably special at this time? Yeah,
I believe so. I believe, you know, with my speed, my counter punching, you know, the smart aggression, you know, anyone at 135, you know, I can beat and give a hell of a fight. But this guy, he's smart. He just knows how to adapt. I landed some great shots in round one. But here we go. This is Ferocious. He's back, and he just knows how to adapt. He knows how to get on that jab. He knows how to move, and he's a great fighter. So I respect him a lot.
You said you'd be back, George. What's next for you? And do you believe you can conquer the world again?
I think I need some rest. I need to enjoy some time with my kids, my 3 kids. You know, my wife, and you know, enjoy some family time. I've had 3 big fights within a year. You know, Teofimo Lopez, a war. Obviously, me and Haney, the first fight, which wasn't a war, but still a big prep. And this fight, you know, another war. So, you know, a lot of hard work. So I'll rest, recover, and we'll see. I don't know how much longer Devin has at 135. I think he might move to 140. So, God willing, that opens up some doors for us. And you know, I'm a big name in the water boxing still. I show that warrior spirit, and, you know, like the greats, you know, the Ettore Gaddis and the Durans and all these guys, that they give it their all. You know, you lose a fight, okay, you bounce back. So I will be champion again. You know, this is not the end. You know, I gave a great fight today. You know, that warrior spirit, and there's still some big fights out there for me.
Look, we've got a great promoter as well, Lou Develop from Develop Entertainment. So, you know, I'm sure Lou will, you know, look at, you know, where George is at right now, and like we said before, you know, styles make fights, and George Kambosos is an Ettore Gaddi type style fighter. May come forward, he's entertaining, so I'm sure there's fights to be made where George can be matched up with someone with that style. And you know what? When you've got that style that sits in front of you, just like Lopez did, and it went to war and George shocked the world, you know, we can make these fights happen. But now he just needs a good rest, needs a good holiday, some time off, and then we can just look at everything as we move forward. But yeah, proud of him. I'm so proud of him, and he's brought Australia, he's given Australia 2 big events in a very short period of time. You know, so credit to you, mate.
It's hard to fight at Devin Haney's style. We said that earlier when Devin was here. It's hard to fight a guy like that. And if you're going to fight a guy like that, you have to do what he did tonight and just sell out to do everything in your power to win and entertain the fans. And what he did tonight was a tremendous exhibition of heart and will and never quit. And people love that. That's what people respond to. And I think today, I know today, and I know the rest of this week and going forward when you read about this fight, that the people in this country, the fans in this country, but this is a great sports, you know, country, Australia. Sport fans here know what they're watching. The man here is a warrior, and he's been a Spartan warrior his whole career, and tonight he was again.
Just seeing throughout this whole week how they have been, it's been amazing. And even after the fight, even after another loss, you know, it is what it is. They're still there supporting, they still want photos and, you know, want to show their respect. And that's the heart of a warrior. You know, the respect is not from your wins and losses, it's how you fight. So I got a lot of respect after the Lopez fight, and I'm very proud of today, and I'm sure I got a lot of respect today.
George, you want to give yourself a break, but do you know, like, what's a realistic time frame for you to be back in the ring?
We'll see. You know, we'll have to, you know, sit down, rest, recover, and we'll see what happens with the division. We'll see what Devin does next, and what opportunities present themselves. But you know, rest is the most important thing, and you know, sometime next year, I'll be back. you know, ferocious, still 29, still got so much. Like I said, this guy's a pound for pound top 5 fighter in the world, if not, you know, even higher. And I gave a great account, you know, for myself. So, you know, any of these other 135s, you know, we can bring a great action fight, and I'm very confident that I can beat all these guys as well.
And we've got to remember too that he fought the former world champion Mickey Bay, Madison Square Garden. He fought the former world champion, defended so many times, Lee Selby in the UK. He went on to fight Lopez, the guy that nobody wanted to fight, and George upset the world that it's 13-1 underdog. Then obviously we had the choice of what we're going to do. Was it Lomachenko, Devin Haney? We took Devin Haney. We could have walked away from it. Took Devin Haney. Went for a rematch, Devin Haney. That's 5 champions in a row. And in boxing, that doesn't happen regularly. But the thing is, George Kambosos always tells me, and he tells Lou, I'm just not fighting anybody. I want to fight the best. You know, and credit to you, mate. You fought the best, and you will be back to fight the best. It's as simple as that. But that's 5 guys in a row over, what, 2019 to 2022. That's a big, big statement right there.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you guys, alhamdulillah, thank you. All praise due to Allah. Man, this is a blessing. I dreamed of moments like this, and I'm happy that, you know, I'm able to accomplish it, you know, with my team. My team did a tremendous job. My dad did an amazing job. Definitely, I think my dad should be, you know, trainer of the year. My dad definitely has, you know, bred and you know, trained a complete fighter that can do it all. You know, so I definitely wanted to, you know, say that, and yeah, let's get a round of applause for my dad. You know, we got to go back and talk to my team, talk to my dad, talk to Bob Arum, and see what's next. But you know, I felt good in there. Like I said, 135 is not easy for me to make. You know, it takes a lot of, you know, sacrifice and discipline. But yeah, you know, I want to go back and talk to my team. But it's a lot of big fights at 135, a lot of big money at 135. So we'll see what's next. But it's likely for me to stay. Yeah, definitely. I dominated the fight more. The first fight, you know, I won the fight, you know, just basically off just my jab. This one, I show my jab, I show my right hand, I show my hook. You know, I showed my ring generalship, I showed it all. So I showed that I'm just a complete fighter, that, you know, there's not one way that you could beat Devin Haney, or, you know, there's not just, you know, one style that I could beat you in. It depends on whatever style I choose that night. And once again, my dad came up with a hell of a game plan, and I let my hands go, and it worked.
Yes, sir!
He also showed you had a great chin. You know, was you surprised that George did take so much punishment?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that he was tough. He took some big shots. I had him hurt. I don't know exactly what round it was, but yeah, one of the rounds I heard him good. And but yeah, he's a tough competitor, and you know, he showed that, you know, he didn't come in there to lay down.
I just wondered, did you feel in control the whole of the fight? Obviously, George kind of came out with, you know, the first round and kind of gave it all, I suppose. But did you, even in that round, did you feel in control the whole time?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I controlled the fight from round 1 to round 12. I knew what I was doing through the whole fight, and yeah, so yeah, I definitely feel like I controlled the whole fight.
So you put on a show?
Yeah, I'm happy that the fans was able to, you know, enjoy the fight. I put the pressure on them and made for an entertaining fight.
You know, it's a lot of, he has so many, Devin has so much in his arsenal, and one thing that he said was that he was going to beat George at his fight in his hometown. And I said, "Are you sure, Dev?" He says, "Yeah, I want to beat him. I want to beat him at his fight." So we shout out to George and Jim Kambosos. George is a hell of a fighter, and he has a whole lot of fight left in him. You know, so I do want to give a you know, applause to him. You know what I mean? Him and his team.
I see that the pound for pound rankings is off, like, not just wins or whatever, it's off skill set. I showed that, you know, I have all the skills. I'm a versatile fighter, I could do it all, and I'm the youngest world champion in boxing. So everything, all that speaks for itself. And if I wasn't on the pound for pound list before, I definitely should be now.
Oh no, what we did was we knew to come in. I think we were preparing for the unpreparable. we knew that George had to come in and do something different, right? That something different we didn't know, and it turned out that he was switching. And you know, we just brought up, like I said, worked on all the tools, sharpened them up, and I knew that when it came the right time, that Devin was going to make the adjustment like he always does.
Devin, real quick here. Ahmed from Mogadishu Cable. Hello, bro. Fantastic performance. Your mental focus, superb. You know, not one point did you break at all. Even when he got a couple on you at some stages, it was like it never happened. What led up to that focus and kept you just on point at all times?
I mean, a true champion can stay focused through a 12-round fight. You know, this is boxing. You're gonna get hit. Even if you get hit with a big shot, the key is just to stay focused and stay in the fight. You know, don't get don't try to play catch up to every big shot, and that's what I did. You know, he landed a few, you know, good shots, but I knew that I would get it back, and I just stayed focused each round, took it round by round.
I came to get a picture with you, baby. Hey, thank you, baby. Thank you, brother. You with me, man. Thank you, man. Hey, listen. Thank you, your boy, your opportunity. And hey, listen, you got so much fight in you. You got so much fight in you. Listen, we studied. You know, I was following you on Instagram, right?
You were sending me messages.
I was sending you messages
With the post and stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it.
You know,
deleting it.
we watch everything that you did.
Yeah.
We've never studied a fighter as much as we've studied you guys. We got the utmost respect for you guys.
And it's
you
the
know what I
same.
mean?
Look,
listen.
whatever, full
You have
respect, man. And
at the end of the day, everything that leads up to a fight, it's about the emotion and wanting to win. You've got a very talented young boy. He's going to be one of the greatest. The thing is, he's got George's number. We don't have Devin's. And you know what? Full respect to my man.
Absolutely.
You know, at the end of the day, mate, I'm just so glad that not only did you end up taking the first fight, you came back to Australia, and you basically gave that fight the respect that it needed to come back for a rematch, man.
Can we go back? Can we get a picture together with that?
Please.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go back.
I love that.
Just wait there one minute. I'll get back through first.
We worked on strategy. We thought, you know what, I've got a special boy. I've got a special boy, but you got a real
too. We just called him bigger, right? We call him bigger. That's it. That's it. That's it. Huh? You see how we looked at that? Did you see how we looked at the wing when we drank?
It looks tough. It looks tough.
You stop. I'm a top rank. You can all wait out here.
See you tomorrow.
Devin Burns, and that's it. Done. All right, bro. No, everyone stop. Everyone stop now.
Plenty of fight, man.
I'll go get it.
They're gonna be around for a long time.
Man, you guys blessed me. You blessed me with the opportunity, man, so I had it.
No, thank you, man, for coming back.
Coming here, bro. Came back like a real man.
Nah, bro, you changed my life, bro.
Get up better, man.
Wow. Oh my God.
Amazing. You come over here on this side, man. I'm next to you. Let me do next to you. Yeah, let's do it like this, man.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Great boxers.
Yeah.
Hold on. Beautiful.
Gentlemen.
From Australia to the Bay.
Ladies and gents, we have an ambos coming through here. Please.